Hello students, today I am discussing the small story of Ruskin Bond, A Face in the Dark. Mr. Oliver, an Anglo-Indian teacher, was returning to his school late one night on the outskirts of the hill station of Shimla. Anglo-Indian means one of his parents, Mr. Oliver's, one of his parents was British and another was Indian, means mixed parentage. Outskirts means far from the center, and he was returning. He was an Anglo-Indian teacher. He was returning to his school late night and on the outskirts of the hill station of Shimla. From before Kipling's time, it means Kipling means Rudyard Kipling, the writer of the Jungle Book. You obviously know him. And from before Kipling's time, the school had been run on English public school lines. Here had been run means in the same manner in which the English public school run, and in the same manner this school also run, and the boys, most of them from wealthy Indian families. They wore blazers, caps and ties. Life magazine, in a feature on India, had once called it the Eden of the East. Eden of the East. Life magazine was a famous American magazine, and feature means newspaper. Eden of the East means here Eton College is mentioned there. Eton College is a reputed and expensive boys' school in England, and in a feature on India had once called this school where Mr. Oliver was a teacher, the Eden of the East. Mr. Oliver had been teaching in the school for several years. The Shimla Bazaar, with its cinemas and restaurants, was about 3 miles from the school. And Mr. Oliver, a bachelor, means he was not married that time, usually strolled into the town. Strolled means walk lazily into the town in the evening, returning after dark when he would take a shortcut through the pine forest. Means when he was returning, he usually took the forest path. When there was a strong wind, the pine trees made sad and eerie sound that kept most people to the main road. Means when he was returning, when he used to return from that forest path, there were so many pine trees, and it made these pine trees made sad and eerie sound. Eerie sound means strange or frightening sound that kept most of the people to the main road. But Mr. Oliver was not a nervous or imaginative man. It means Mr. Oliver was a strong and brave man. He carried a torch, and its gleam, the batteries were running down. It means he usually carried a torch, but its gleam means shine brightly, and its running down means it's weakened or depleted or exhausted fast. Moved fitfully down the narrow forest path. So as because the torch light weakened, it's became depleted. So Mr. Oliver tried to reach fast. So fitfully means quickly down the narrow forest path he moved, when its flickering light means which light moving back and forth, means waving light. Its flickering light fell in the figure of a boy who was sitting alone on a rock. Mr. Oliver stopped. Boys were not supposed to be out after dark. When Mr. Oliver was in haste, he had to reach fast. Suddenly he saw a boy was sitting alone on a rock, and he was surprised to see the boy because Boys were not supposed to be out after dark. Supposed to be here means generally not out after dark. What are you doing out here, boys? Sorry, boy. What are you doing out here, boy? Asked Mr. Oliver sharply. First of all, Mr. Oliver was angry with him because he was out in that moment, that night, and he asked the boy sharply, means angrily, that what are you doing out here? Moving closer so that he could recognize the miscreants. He was going closer to the boy and tried to recognize the boy. Who was the boy? Who was the culprit, or who was the boy that who can dare to come out at night? And miscreants means that wrongdoers. But even as he approached the boy, Mr. Oliver sensed that something was wrong. When Mr. Oliver approached the boy towards the boy, he sensed that something was wrong. Something was wrong means he was thinking that it's not normal. The environment is not normal. The boy was not normal. The boy appeared to be crying. His head hung down, and he held his face in his hands, and his body shook convulsively. Convulsively here meaning unsteadily or violently. His body shook. It was a strange, soundless weeping. The weeping is not normal also, and it was soundless weeping. And Mr. Oliver felt distinctly uneasy. He was feeling uneasy because the crying sound of the boy was not normal. So he also suspected something, that it's not normal sound. Well, what's the matter? Then Mr. Oliver come down, and he was not that time angry with the boy. And when the boy about to cry, and that strange crying sound, he listened. He asked the boy, what's the matter? He asked, his anger giving way to concern. His anger transformed into the concern. What are you crying for? The boy would not answer or look up. His body continued to be racked with silent sobbing. Racked means seized. Silent sobbing means crying. Come on, boy, you shouldn't be out here at this hour. Means Mr. Oliver was trying to convince him that it was dark that time, and you shouldn't be there this time at night alone. But then what happened? Tell me the trouble, look up. And Mr. Oliver was convincing him to that he could tell his problem, why he was crying, and he ordered him that look up. The boy looked up. He took his hand from his face and looked up at his teacher. The light from Mr. Oliver's torch fell on the boy's face, if you could call it a face. Here Ruskin Bond is telling us that if you could call it a face, why? The secret will reveal next para. That when the light fall from Mr. Oliver's torch, the torch fell on the boy's face. That it means it was not a face. Mr. Oliver was seeing something different things. It had no eyes, ears, nose, or mouth. Means the boys hadn't any eyes, ears, nose, and mouth. It was just a round, smooth head with a school cap on the top of it. And that's where the story should end. But for Mr. Oliver, it did not end here. Okay? The torch fell from his trembling hand. He turned and scrambled down the path. Scramble means climbing awkwardly over rough or steep ground. The path, running blindly through the trees and calling for help. He was still running towards the school building when he saw a lantern swinging in the middle of the path. Mr. Oliver stumbled up to the watchman. Here, stumbled means walked unsteadily. Stumbled up to the watchman, gasping for breath. Gasping means he was breathing heavily. What is it, Sahib? Asked the watchman. Has there been any accident? Why are you running? The watchman was asking Mr. Oliver. I saw something horrible. A boy weeping in the forest, and he had no face. Then the watchman asked, No face, Sahib? No eyes, nose, mouth, nothing. Do you mean it was like this, Sahib? Then the watchman was asking Mr. Oliver. Asked the watchman and raised the lamp to his own face. The watchman was carrying a lantern and he raised the lamp to show his own face because his face also was the same one. The watchman had no eyes, no ears, no features at all, not even any eyebrow. And that's when the wind blew the lamp out. And that in that time the wind blew out, means burn out the light. Here the story ends, and Ruskin Bonds leave the story here to think, means Ruskin Bond leave the story here for thinking deeply what was the result after that, what was the result of Mr. Oliver, what happened after that. There the story ends. And friends, if you understand the total story thoroughly, then please subscribe my channel and press the like button also. Thank you.